Hello, my name is Zen Bogosh, and today I'm going to talk you through work experience, what plans, what preparations you should do before going into the work placement, what skills you should gain or what skills you should look forward to learn, dress code, what you should do at work, like how you should behave, how you should talk to your managers, to other colleagues, what you should expect really. So I'm gonna start off by talking about making the first good impression. So first of all, I believe what makes a good impression is going into the work placement, introducing yourself, being polite and being friendly. Obviously, you have to greet people with a great smile, and you have to be well organized. You have to get involved in activities with people you just met. You have to join teamwork. You have to be chatty. You have to be confident. You have to be motivated. You have to know what to do. Otherwise, if you go into a work placement without no knowledge of what you're gonna do, then they won't take you for longer than a day. I believe that being organized is a very good impression of a new worker. Well, being organized is basically a good key when going into a new job. And another thing is looking for qualities at work. For example, qualities like you want to be a journalist, you want to write newspapers, you need to look for qualities of a journalist or newspaper. Because if you want to be a journalist, you want to write newspapers, you have to know the qualities of writing for the newspaper or magazine. Um, of course, you have to also observe on your first day of work, because if you go into your work and you don't know anyone, you don't know what to do, the best thing is to observe what people are doing, observe what people are talking about, observe what's happening, and that's going to give you a good idea of what the job is about. Um, I was hoping, I want to go for work experience with Bristol Times. Um, I'm still in the process of applying, but I have read about the job, the employees, the project, what they do, what they write, and what they do basically. But it's not as easy as you think, because obviously it's all about impressions, skills, performance, behavior, everything that's going to help you get into the work placement. Of course, if you want to go work as a journalist or a doctor, but let's say because we're journalists, we're going to work for Bristol Times, and of course we need to be well dressed. We need to be very polite. We need to have good manners, because journalists are quite posh. And I believe going to work for Bristol Times is not just a normal job working a different shop like Subway. It's working for a newspaper, which I think is very professional work. And of course, you have to be professional as well. Professional by wearing nice, posh, elegant clothes. You have to talk very nicely. You have to behave very nicely. You need to work in a team. You need to share ideas. You need to build new skills, new strengths. It's not just about going into Bristol Times and writing. It's about learning how to write. It's learning how to interact with the public. It's how to learn how to write for the public that's going to read the newspaper end of the day. There's a few skills that you should gain for working for Bristol Times for newspaper. The main three skills you should undertake or have should be working under pressure. Of course, working in a industry like BBC or um, Bristol Times or for the newspaper, it's quite stressful. So of course you have to work under pressure and you have to cope. You can't just stress and go home. You have to work under the pressure and show your manager that you are capable to do your work. Another good skill is to have is good effort and good teamwork. Sometimes you might be asked to work in a team and you have to show everyone that you are a part of the group as well. You have to share ideas, you have to be friendly, confident, you need to talk easy. But of course, if you're working on your own, you need to have good work on yourself as well, of course. The main important skill is confidence and determination. Of course, if you work for BBC or the Times, you have to be confident, positive, determined, because if you go to work negative, not confident, you won't get a job. You will be probably asked to leave. Another thing that is important in work experience is working hard. Of course, you want to impress your colleagues, you want to impress your peers, you want to work hard for yourself, you want to work hard to get a better, I don't know, promotion or something, or better pay. I know what we're talking about work experience, but I'm talking about the future after university. You need to work hard to achieve goals, to impress your managers, to impress yourself. I believe work experience is a very good opportunity for us students because we can use this experience for after university. Going into Bristol Times is a great opportunity for me because I will be able to gain new experience, I'll be able to undertake new challenges, new skills will be learned from me, I'll gain new strengths. I feel like if I go to Bristol Times, I'll be able to observe what people do, I will learn from it, I'll be able to write professionally, I will be able to work in a team by myself, I'll be able to do what I love to do. And I feel like work experience is a really great opportunity for myself and obviously for other students because, as I said before, we can use this experience for the future. And of course, we can learn new skills and strengths, of course, as well. So I think dress code, skills, performance, behavior, and experience are very important when going to a work experience place. Last but not least, as I said before, I think a basic knowledge of the company is always key because you want to know more about the company before you go working for them because you don't want to go somewhere without not knowing what's it's all about. Like you need knowledge about what the job is about, who works there, like what they mainly write about. And I feel like knowledge is key fact before going to work experience. And I guess that's everything I can say. And I hope this presentation is very factual, and I feel like from work experience I will gain more communication skills as I want to improve them, of course. And I feel like working for Bristol Times will be a great opportunity and chance for me to develop my communication skills and gain new skills. So yeah, thank you very much.